The kid bomb, why no one warned you. She's hot, she's sweet, she looks at you like you're the best thing since Wi-Fi and whiskey. And just when you're about to fall headfirst into fantasy, she drops it. I have baby, now your brain's spinning. Is this love? Is this a trap? Or are you just the next foreigner lining up to raise a kid who's not even yours? Welcome to Pattaya, brother, where every sweet smile might come with the side of school fees, late night tantrums, and an invisible Thai baby daddy who ghosted years ago. This is the Pattaya Red Pill Report, and today we're breaking down the uncomfortable truth about dating single moms in Thailand. Why Thai men run, why you're the backup plan, and how to avoid getting played, drained, and emotionally destroyed. No fairy tales, just facts. Let's get into it. Cultural context. Why Thai men avoid it. Thai men don't avoid single moms because they're heartless. They avoid them because the culture tells them it's a bad deal. And in many ways, it is. There's an old Thai phrase, raising another man's child is like planting trees in someone else's garden. Meaning, you'll never get to enjoy the fruits. You're just a laborer. Culturally, Thai men are raised with the idea that status, legacy, and bloodline matter. Supporting a child that isn't yours doesn't earn you any respect here. It makes you look like a sucker. And here's another layer. In Thailand, divorce carries shame, not just for the woman, but for the whole family. So traditionally, couples would stay together to save face, even in unhappy marriages. But when a woman does get divorced or has a child out of wedlock, it becomes a permanent mark in the eyes of many Thai men. And then there's the practical side. Most Thai men barely make enough to support themselves, let alone a woman and her child. So when faced with a choice between a single mom and a single girl with no baggage, they don't hesitate. Lastly, don't forget, Thailand isn't running out of single women. There's no scarcity here. For Thai men, the logic is simple. Why take on someone else's load when you've got hundreds of other options that don't come with a built-in responsibility? Why you're the backup plan. You're not her first choice. You're her only option after the local market said, no thanks. Let's be real. When a Thai girl ends up with a foreigner, especially one with a kid in tow, it's not always because she dreamed of international love. It's because the local supply dried up and you're the only one left willing to pay the price. Thai men see the red flags. They know she's got baggage, drama, and possibly a trail of bad decisions longer than Walking Street after midnight. They swipe left in real life. But you're flying in with that savior complex and Western guilt. You hear, I have baby, and instead of walking away, you feel honored she trusted you with her truth. You think you're special, she thinks you're useful. You're stable, you're emotional, you've got money, and zero cultural understanding. Perfect mark. That's why she targets you. You're not just more likely to accept the situation. You're more likely to fund it. Rent, food, school, iPad. You're not her boyfriend. You're her bailout plan. And here's the worst part. Sometimes she doesn't even mention the kid until she's sure you're hooked, because she knows once you've had a taste of her sweet talk and backseat bounce, you'll justify anything. By the time she drops the line, there's something I have to tell you. It's already too late. You're in love with the idea and she's counting on it. The financial and emotional load. Let's get one thing straight. This kid ain't cheap. And the minute you accept the mom, you inherit the whole damn bill. Yeah, you heard stories. Thailand is cheap. But raising a kid here still costs more than most of these girls want to admit. School fees, uniforms, English tutoring, doctor visits, birthday parties. And guess who's footing all of it? You, because the dad's long gone. No child support, no visits, no responsibility. You're not just the boyfriend. You're the full-time provider for someone else's legacy. And it doesn't stop at the wallet. You get emotionally wrapped up too. You'll hear the kid call you daddy. You'll start caring, bonding. You'll imagine some wholesome family setup, even though you met the mom in a nightclub at 3 a.m. But here's the reality check. You have zero rights. You're not on the birth certificate. You're not protected by law. The second she dumps you or finds a richer farang, you lose them both. No goodbye, no contact, just emotional whiplash and an empty bank account. And while you're dealing with all that, she's on Facebook telling her friends how difficult you were. So before you fall for the "I'm just a good mom looking for love" routine, ask yourself, are you ready to be a full-time dad to a kid that isn't yours while she still calls her ex when you piss her off? Because that's what you're signing up for. Living conditions and cultural friction. So let's say you ignore the warnings and go all in. You're thinking, okay, I'll raise the kid, no problem, set. Cool. But here's what they didn't tell you. You're not just getting a kid. You're getting a cramped apartment, a full Thai family, and zero privacy. In Thai culture, family is everything, and space is nothing. Kids don't move out at 18. Hell, they don't even move out at 25. Some never leave. You'll be 60 years old, still stepping over someone's grown-ass child just to take a piss at 3 a.m. And sleeping arrangements? Yeah, about that. Thai kids often sleep in the same bed as their mom until they're 10, 12, sometimes older. So while you're fantasizing about your first night together, reality is waiting. With a 10-year-old between you whispering, "Mom, I'm scared." Now let's talk about her parents, because they're probably living with you too. Or you're living with them, or they show up unannounced weekly for dinner and alone up. You didn't just marry the girl, you merged with the clan. And in many Thai families, if the daughter finds a farang, that means upgrading the whole tribe. So don't be shocked when the kid needs a new phone, the mom needs a new bike, and grandma needs dental work. All on your dime. You didn't sign up for a wife. You signed up for a live-in social support system, and you're expected to smile while you fund it. The red flags and manipulation tactics. You want to know the difference between a good single mom and a hustler in heels? It's how she tells the story. A real one is up front. I have a kid, he's 6, the dad's not involved. But a bar girl working the long game, she'll wait, she'll make you fall first, and then one night, after you've blown cash on her rent, her nails, and a little weekend trip to Hua Hin, she drops it. I need to tell you something. That's the script. It's calculated because she knows if she tells you up front, you might leave. But if she waits, you're emotionally invested, sexually addicted, and too deep in to walk. Classic bait and switch. Some girls go further. They spin a sob story so thick, you'll be reaching for tissues and your wallet. I raised my baby alone. Her father never helped. My family no have money. I'm so tired. Now you're not just the boyfriend, you're the rescuer. And with that label comes guilt, obligation, and financial responsibility she never had to earn. And don't think this is rare. In Pattaya, it's practically a business model. Red flags to watch for? No photos of her kid anywhere, ever, because she hides it from guys like you. Dodgy answers when you ask if she has children. Oh, not now. Or, I plan to have someday. Constant financial problems, but no job or effort. Instant emotional attachment. Calls you husband by week 2. If she's pushing heavy emotional language before she even knows your middle name, that's not love, that's a sales pitch. What to watch for and how to vet properly. Look, if you're gonna mess with single moms in Pattaya, you better vet her like you're hiring a nanny with access to your bank account. Because that's exactly what you're doing. Here's how you keep yourself from becoming the next walking sob story. 1. Ask the kid question early, direct, and twice. Don't tiptoe, don't hint. Ask her straight up, you have baby. If she hesitates, laughs, or says anything other than yes or no, that's already a red flag. Ask it again later. Some girls lie by omission the first time, then come clean once they think they've softened you up. If you get 2 different answers, run. 2, watch her wordplay. These girls get slick with language, and she'll say, I used to take care of baby. Or, I want baby one day. When the truth is that the kid's at her mom's house right now playing with your money. Half-truths are lies. Don't let her rewrite reality in real time. 3, stalk the socials, no pics of her and a kid anywhere? That's not privacy, that's marketing. She's keeping the profile clean to attract suckers like you. Dig deep, scroll back, check captions. If there's a random baby that disappears after 2 posts, you found the kid she doesn't want to talk about. 4. Don't fall for the sad story test. This one's classic. She opens up, starts crying, tells you the ex was abusive, vanished, never gave her money. You feel bad, pour her a whiskey, and tell her she deserves better. Guess what? You just passed the emotional manipulation test. Now she knows you're soft and ready to sponsor. 5. Watch for lazy, wifey energy. If she doesn't work, doesn't help around the house, and still expects you to cover every bot for her and her kid, you're not dating, you're adopting. The ones who hustle, clean, cook, and are honest about the situation, those are rare. Bottom line, don't listen to what she says. Watch what she doesn't say. That silence is where the truth lives. When it can actually work, yeah, I said it, it's not always a scam. Some of these women, they're solid, they work, they grind, they tell you the truth on day one. They're not looking for a wallet, they're looking for a second chance. But let's be clear, that's the exception, not the rule. If it is gonna work, these boxes better be checked. She told you up front, no games, no delayed confession, no, I thought you knew. She looked you in the eye and told you she's a mom before you touched her thigh. She has a job or hustle. If she's working even part-time to support her kid, that's a green flag. She's not looking for a full-time sponsor, she's looking for a partner. There's a difference. If she's got no job, no plan, and says, I want to take care of you, if you take care of me, that's code for, I'm going to lay in bed while you pay for my kid's milk. She doesn't guilt you into playing daddy. The right one won't expect you to take full responsibility for the kid overnight. She'll let you decide when or if you want to get involved. She won't pressure you with lines like, if you love me, you love my baby. No. Love is earned, not leveraged. She's not a victim 24/7. If she spends every conversation talking about how hard her life is, she's selling pain for profit. The right woman takes accountability, she owns her situation, and she doesn't expect you to fix it. Look, dating a single mom in Thailand is a high-risk investment. But if you find the rare one who's honest, independent, and emotionally stable, it can work. Just know this, if you get played, you ignored the signs. And in this game, there are no refunds. So here's the truth. Stripped of the fairy tale, Thai single moms aren't evil. But most of them in Pattaya aren't looking for love either, they're looking for relief. Relief from bills, relief from responsibility, relief from a life they created but don't want to carry alone. And that relief is you. You're the golden goose with just enough testosterone and loneliness to say yes before you ask the right questions. Don't confuse gratitude with love. Don't mistake survival instincts for loyalty. And don't think for a second that raising someone else's kid in a country that doesn't give you rights is going to end with a hallmark moment. You're in Pattaya. This isn't Kansas, Dorothy. It's a transactional city built on charm, desperation, and fantasy. And if you're not careful, you're the one getting sold. You want to help? Fine, but help with your eyes wide open, not with your heart wide shut. If this video saved you from making a mistake with a pretty face and a Pampers bill, subscribe. If you've already been through it, drop your war story in the comments. Not for sympathy, for the next guy who still thinks he's the exception. No fairy tales, no filters, just facts that hurt like hell, but might save your soul and your savings. If you want to support the mission, hit the links below. Patreon, buy me a coffee, whatever keeps the lights on and the truth flowing. And remember this, you're not heartless for walking away from baggage. You're just a man who finally sees the weight and chooses not to carry it. I'm Josh, and this was the Pattaya Red Pill Report. See you in the next one.